But this is really the key. When Ernest said that there's a difference between the faith of God and the faith in God. The faith of God is God. What we practice is the faith of God. We believe that God is all things. It is infinite. That is the truth, the higher truth, the spiritual truth of your higher wisdom self. And so I do not need to pray to anything outside of myself. I do not pray to a saint, to a guru, to a king on a throne, to an avatar. If anybody says, hey, that's good, pray to me, you hear me say, run the other way. What this philosophy is doing is empowering you to recognize that you are spirit expressing and that we are moving to what we call the Christ consciousness where there is no otherness, that I have the faith of God, and that when those storms are coming, I'm not waiting. I have the faith of God and I know what to do when I need to know what it is I need to do in my life. I have a faith that I will be taken care of when I need to be taken care of. I'm not going to sit for 6 months waiting for a storm to hit. The sun's out right now. I'm going to go enjoy. I have a faith that is unshakable. I'm not going to misplace my faith in a fear. I'm going to recognize that I've got to let God be God in my life, is what Goldsmith says. I like what C.S. Lewis said. I have to admit that God was God, that God is God. Right? That means infinite, all-powerful, omnipresent, all things are possible. That God is love. That is everything. All things are possible. There's your assignment this week. I'm sending you this service home with an assignment. You guys too at home, I know you're there. And so I want you to contemplate on this statement this week. I want you to think about it, meditate about what does it mean that God is God, that God was God, that God is God. I finally had to admit it, he said. You know, I tried to say, well, God's God all the way except for this situation here. Or that God is God except for this storm that is coming over here. No, I finally had to give it up and say, okay, God is God. And as you sit with that and recognize the omnipresence of that Spirit in your life, and that it is having the faith of that as we speak our words of truth, you will move mountains. You will make an impact in this world.